Welcome, I'm Lynn of Lynn X Stitches Creates, and welcome to my Flosstube channel about count and cross stitch and the project bags I make. It is Tuesday, September 17th, 2024. This is episode 134. Welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. Thank you so much. And if you're new, I hope you enjoy my little corner of the crazy world that is Flosstube, and maybe get enabled because there was a lot of shopping this weekend. If you've been with me, you know that I was going on a trip with a bunch of my other friends. There were 9 of us. We rented an Airbnb in Sodus, New York. It was a beautiful restored farmhouse in an apple orchard, and we were even allowed to go apple picking, which was really fun. I'm not even sure, we don't know what kinds of apples they were. There were at least 5 different ones that I picked. So it was a lot of fun. The weather was beautiful in New York. It was about 70, you know, right around. Got cool in the evening, but it was gorgeous to be outside. Some of the group went hiking different days that we were there. We all got there on Wednesday and left Sunday morning. So if you watch Janet Jabber, she was part of the group that went hiking, so you'll know all about that. Athena made us Stitching Goddess Designs, decided the night before we left that we needed shirts. So she went out and bought shirts for everyone, created this logo, and I mean, she's a crazy person. I love her to pieces, but this logo was a lot of work. And it says, stitching shopping, lots of memories, so much laughter. Oh, I missed the beginning. Good friends, stitching shopping. Stitching trip, Rochester, New York, 2024. So, great memento to have. And while we were there in Sodus is about 45 minutes from Hobby House in Pittsford, New York. And I went to Hobby House last October, visited just their needlework shop, because at that point they had 3 shops. They had the needlework shop, they had yarn shop, and they had their quilt store. Well, they have since moved into this beautiful building. Oh my gosh, wait till you see the videos. One of my friends had said, oh, she's going to a retreat there, but not until next year. So she is really excited, and I tell you, I'm excited for you because it was a beautiful place. And they keep saying it's their soft opening, that they've got new tables and chairs that are more comfy, and they want more seating areas for people to sit and stitch around the place, and they have the room to do it. They definitely have the room to expand and grow. Their upstairs area was only partly full, so you know, they asked us to be careful, and I will try to edit the videos for their wishes, because there are a couple of places that it was still more boxes than display, and they want you to see it at its best. But let me tell you, it was fabulous. Dave, the owner, was there. His wife Kathy, who's the other owner, was not, but she was calling in today different times during the day. It was wonderful. And you know, if you're going with a group, call them up, tell them you're coming, and you know, they're great hosts. We actually went and sat there and stitched. Kate, who's Stitchy Aardvark, visited Candy, the 614 stitcher, so she came and she stayed with us stitching for a little bit. She had a busy day. She had the morning and after, so she couldn't stay the whole day with us. But so Vicky, hi. Vicky works in the fabric room doing all the cutting, And I think we kept her busy most of the time we were there. So she had a busy, busy day that day. And to all the other ladies that were working, I did not catch everyone's name, and I am so sorry I didn't. I believe Tracy owned the shop dog Bear, who is the sweetest little thing. You know, and if he wanted some love, he would be very insistent. He came over to me. All the dog lovers got to him first. And not that I don't like dogs, but, you know, having cats myself, I let them. But he finally came over to me, and then he kept coming back to me to get more pets. So he was very, very sweet. So I will show you all the haul in just a bit. I will show you stitching first. So I had a finish during the weekend. If you've been with me, you know I've been working on the Forbidden Fiber Co. Ever After Sal. Ever After, the movie with Drew Barrymore from 90s. And this is the final block with the castle and the shoes. You, sir, are supposed to be charming. And we, princess, are supposed to live happily ever after. Says who? You know, I don't know. So that's our final block. And here it is, all finished. So 16 blocks, 16 weeks of releases, not counting the frames. So enjoyable, so enjoyable. Currently, I believe The Office Sal just started. So if you're a fan of The Office, and I think there's rumors that maybe The Big Bang Theory will be coming up very soon. Probably not until 2025 at the earliest, but I'm hoping. So, not sure how we're finishing that yet. I'm giving it to my daughter for Christmas, and I'll let her decide how she wants it finished. We had a new start over the weekend. Everyone that was going, we posted a poll in our chat for designers. We didn't do it the same pattern piece, but we picked a designer, and that way everyone could look in their stash for something that they might have that they haven't started yet. So we picked Heart and Hand, and I have the Any Tiny Town that was released for Keepsakes 25th anniversary, and I am doing it on 16 count banding. I may have to outline some things because it's white and there's white in, so I did a center start. This is the barbershop that is to the right of Keepsakes, but I needed to get in 310 Keepsakes shop cat. So then I'll start on Keepsakes next. This is a barber pole, and I haven't put it in yet. I have a feeling I might have to outline a little bit because there's white in the barber pole and this is white, but it's not going to be very big. So I love it. It's been very nice to stitch so far. I think this is the first Heart and Hand that I've officially stitched. I've bought them, but I haven't started them. Then I started, I'm supposed to be finishing things, not starting them. If you know, I've been trying to get down to 60 whips before my 60th birthday. I'm pretty close, but now I've had 3 new starts. I had to finish, but I had 3 new starts, so we'll see. But Christine, the apothecary stitcher, gave me the Erin Elizabeth pattern cat tier, and since she was there and we were together, I wanted to start it. So I did get a little bit of the first middle tier. We've got the beginnings of a cat. This is the center of the tier, and the fish. And then I had picked up at a different store that we went to, I'll tell you about that too, but while it's out, I picked up the needle minder that says stitching assistant, and he's sitting on a hoop. So that's to represent my cat Chris. But this is another pattern I'm thoroughly enjoying, and you will probably see more of that next week. Then, while we were at Hobby House, I always try to find a pattern that, or something that's local to the area that, you know, I'm not necessarily going to see, you know, at Keepsakes, at my local LNS. So I'd asked, and the staff said, well, Kathy, the owner, designs. Like, oh, okay. So I did buy a different one, but then this pattern was up by the register. It's called Pumpkin Pot. It's by Hobby House Press. And every one of my friends was like, that is so cute. That is so cute. And then we all looked at each other. Let's kit it up and start it. So this is part of the haul too. I was thinking about taking off the word Halloween, but then I started it in that upper left corner. I could have started at bottom left and been fine, but I don't know. I kind of like the variegation in Halloween. Now they ran out of one of the colors, and I decided to do the oranges are going to be DMC. The rest will be the Weeks Dye Works or Gentle Arts Classic Color Work, or not Classic Color Works because I didn't use that one. So Gentle Arts or Weeks, but the oranges are DMCs. So we started it that Friday night, and this is where I am. I'm doing it on 40 count. Look at me go. And this is Cedar River, which was a fabric I have not tried before. I've heard a lot about Jody's fabrics. So it's Tephra? I'm not sure. I think it's Tephra. Tephra. If you know, you know. If you do Cedar River, then you know. Excuse me. Suddenly got a tickle in my throat. And I put it in the bag that Candy 614 Stitcher got us different bags, and we had a choice of 3, and this is the one I picked. Friends are the family we choose for ourselves. So we started, a bunch of us started that. I believe Candy's actually starting a different one, still by the owner of Hobby House. And let's see. I'm missing something. 1, 2, 3 new starts. Oh, okay. And then the last thing that I worked on, and I think, I'm not sure what happened. I think I put it away suddenly because we were going to start these. So I'm in the middle of a thread, so excuse the thread. I was working on Rocky Mountain Quaker from Needleart by Wendy. I am getting close to a finish on this, and Stacy, Thread the Needle Stitchery, is learning to crochet. She made everyone little, so I put it on my Crazy Woman bag because we did go to Crazy Woman together, so I thought that was appropriate. But the Rocky Mountain Quaker was the retreat pattern for Crazy Woman last year in 2023. Crazy Woman just happened this past weekend as well, so I'm sure you're seeing people talk about that. But here is where, oops, let me move my needle minder. Here is where my Rocky Mountain Quaker is now. So that's all done, trees all done, sun's all done, and I've started putting in the Rocky Mountains. So I've just got a lot of brown to do. This is 36 count, so I'm doing it 1/2. But I love it. I think it's so cute. So that was all my stitching for the weekend. Now, excuse me, I don't know what's tickling my throat. On the way, so we were going to Christine, the apothecary stitcher, drove to my house Tuesday night, stayed overnight with me. Then we got up uber early Wednesday morning and drove to pick up Candy, the 614 stitcher. And about halfway to New York, we stopped at the Crafty U, and because I'm going to be doing Tour to Stitch later in October, I decided I wasn't really going to buy anything unless it was something really special. And they had a half off table, and they had this hanger that I thought was so pretty. So I don't know what project I'll use it for yet. I have a couple of things that need to be finished. I think one of the ones that I was thinking about doing as a banner, it's too wide, but there's another one that might work. So we'll see. I'll figure it out. But so that was my only purchase there at the Crafty U. But like I said, October, I'll have more. Then, while we were there, Stacy had a few things. Trying to look at my bags here, as I tried to throw things in the bags so that they were separated out and I would show them, but I'm not seeing. Stacy had some extra Mill Hill kits and patterns that she let us pick from. I'm missing one of mine though. So I had gotten, I grabbed the Bat Cat, which is basically a tressum. I picked up Winter Holiday, Baking Spirits Bright. And I have two others that I don't know. Maybe as I'm unpacking the other bags, I'll find it. And then she had a Poutini pattern, Save the Earth, it's the only planet with cats. So, and then Candy brought me a kit that she had. It's a Bent Creek Flag of Stars, and it's a complete Bent Creek kit. In these, she uses, I I believe the model is stitched on 18 count linen. I think that's what this is too in the kit, but it's the pearl cotton instead of floss. So probably wait till it's a holiday to start that one. And then we went to, Stacy had gone out for coffee Thursday morning, and she'd stopped at the Country Mouse, which is supposed to be an antique store, and it is some, but they're also the Mouse House Stitchery in Sodus. So there is all the information you need for them, and I had fun in there. Oh, here's the other two kits that Stacy gave me. School Mouse and Sweet Sheep. So I got all the holidays covered. September, October, November, December. Or not November. 2 for Christmas. So, I'll do them again. But so when I went in there, into the Mouse House Stitchery, like I said, I found the stitching assistant. I also bought it in black. And then I found this pattern from Thistles. And it's odds and ends basket. So you can do it like wrap it around a basket. And it is from 2024. I'm not sure that I've heard of Thistles. That's why I got it. And then they dye someone there at the store dyes fabric. And I found this piece of, it's 27 count. And it's 11 by 17? Yeah, 11 by 17. And I can't get into the bag now. Wow, I'm Ziploc baggy challenged. Goodness, good bag. But I'm hoping this is big enough for when I start Who Let the Frogs Out. I think that would be fun. I'm thinking white thread, but then again, there is a little bit of patches of white, so maybe I'll do a different color. Dark green, dark blue, maybe a variegated. I'll look through my stash, but I have to finish with the good first, and then I will start that one. But Mouse House also has fabric, and they wrapped up my fabric all pretty, so there's gonna be some, but I could not leave this fabric behind. Yes, there will be project bags made out of this. I thought it was so cute. Wanted for feline-y, major catitude, for littering, cat burglary, peeping Tom, wasting lives. Just so cute. Perpetrator, crying over spilt milk. So, yes, that will be project bags in the very near future. So that was all from the Mouse House Stitchery and Hobby House. And you've already seen some of the Hobby House stuff, but there's more. So we were stitching in the fabric room, and they had some ex-Jew Designs fabric, This is 28 count opalescent Stormy Sky. Look at that. Let's see the sparkle. Oh, the camera's not doing it justice. It's so pretty. Against me. That's a little better color-wise. So pretty. I don't know what I'm going to put on it yet. I will figure out something. They have pretty much whole lines of threads. And I don't use a lot of silks, but they did have the Glorianas. But they had something I've never seen before. This Gloriana line is called Pashmina. And I wish there was a way. I just kept running over to everybody. Feel this, feel this. It's so soft. If you've ever felt a pashmina, if you know that yarn, that soft and gory kind of, this floss is amazing. So it's cashmere silk. So it was not cheap. I only got one because I couldn't leave without having one. I got gray because I figured maybe I'd put it in one of my cat pieces. So if you like Gloriana, if you've ever used cashmere Glorianas, let me know, because oh my gosh, so soft. Let's see. And then I got some fabrics. I found this. This is all gardening themed. And it says Farmers Market Herbs, Flores. I guess that's all it says. Yeah, that's all it says. And then I found for the inside, I found definitions, and it's all like the definition for deadhead, transplant, pollinate, biodegradable, black gold, a gardening term used to describe loamy soil rich in organic matter. Horticulture, bare root, perennial, etc. So that will be the inside for this. And then another one, I just liked it, is this. And then that will be the inside. They're from the same line, so they go together. And then after I checked out, my pattern is missing. My other pattern from Hobby House, the Christmas one. And I unpacked all my bags. I'll have to ask if someone accidentally grabbed it. Because we all had our brown bags all sitting in a row at the house. Well, anyway. So they had a new line of Christmas fabric. I just thought that was fun. So that'll get done up sooner than later. I've got to get my cutter. He just finished his show, Sheer Madness. And this week is Tech Week. Thursday is opening for Saturday Night Fever. And he's playing the dad in that. So he has no time this week to do anything for me. He goes to rehearsal, he comes home, he goes to sleep. He gets up again and goes to rehearsal. So maybe next week I'll get him to cut some things. So Athena figured that while there was fabric there, she wanted a bag, and she picked out this fabric. It's very pretty. And then this will be the inside. It's a very, so that'll be the inside. And yes, there will be more than one. So John will have to cut that so I can make those for her. So, like I said, I'm missing a pattern. I can't imagine where it went to. Because it was big, so I had it in my bag, but Athena had been in Marshall's before she left, and she's messaging me their Snoopy mugs. So it is football season. So I had her get that for me. And then this one will probably go to Ashley, because she likes Snoopy too, and she likes bats. So, Happiness is Halloween, and down inside, you can see there's a bat without the glare. So, they were very cute. If I find the other pattern, I'll take a picture and I'll put it in so that you can see. Okay, we played the game left, right, center. If you've never played, there's dice, and you roll the die, and like we played with 3 skeins of floss. We did 2 rounds, one that was only DMCs, one that was fancy floss. And so you roll 1 die for each skein that you have. And if you get an L, you pass it to your left. If you get an R, you pass it to your right. If you get a star, you put it in the center. And if you get a black dot, then you get to keep it. So you roll the 3 die, and there's 1 die for each that you had. So it was fun. There were times that, you know, people ran out, but then somebody gave them one, so they were back in. But in the end, it was Miss Connie from Count Twice, Stitch Once that was the big winner. And she won both. She won the pot of DMC, and she won the pot of Fancy Floss. But she let everybody pick one, and then she kept the rest of her winnings. So someone had brought, one is a palm, and I just thought that was so pretty. I believe that was from a black needle box. That was a special color in cotton. And then, of course, I had purchased this color. I was not the only one that purchased. I think there were 3 or 4 of us that purchased the same color to bring. So this is DMC 995. So I came home with that. So the other fun thing we did was we are doing, we did a Halloween exchange and came up with a list of 13 items, and everybody brought one of those things. If you didn't have one, then you didn't take that number. But we packaged them all up into little brown bags. So, you know, there's a 3. That was a 1. So I think 1 was needles, 2 was scissors, 3 was, you know, whatever. So I know approximately what's in here, but not exactly. So then we all put them out in piles. We were careful not to take our own numbers. And so I have a bag of things to open for Halloween. What's it called? At Christmas time we do Flossmas. At Halloween we do, I'll put it in because I can't remember. So I may film every day. If I keep up with my Goonies box, I will probably film every day during October or every other day, and then I'll open one of those too and just share with you. And basically most of it was things we had in stash. If we didn't have them and we did want something, we could buy it, like, you know, floss. Some of us like what we have and we don't want to give any of it away. Scissors, scissor fob, needle minders. So I did not have a needle minder, a Halloween needle minder that I didn't want because I didn't have one. So I did not take that number bag. And project bags, I only have the one Halloween project bag that I made, that I kept, that's Snoopy. So I'm not giving that away. So I didn't take the project bag either. So I only have 11 instead of 13 bags to open. So we had a good time. We did different activities. We did a lot of stitching and a lot of talking. We shared jobs because we've known each other for so long and we know basically what everybody does, but a lot of our backgrounds we don't know. So we shared, you know, where we went to college and what our actual degrees were in, and, you know, where we worked throughout the years. And it was fun. It was really interesting to learn what everybody's done and what everybody knows, and it was fascinating to go around the room. So let's see, Black Needle Society, the third piece of the current Magic Field Trip sale, came out this past Saturday. Week 4 will come out this Saturday. Currently, there were some boxes, some September boxes, which is Gothic Romance, available for purchase. So if you are not a current bi-monthly subscriber and you're interested in that box, go to the website to see if there's still any left. Those will be shipping very shortly. There are sign-ups, pre-orders for the 2025 planner, stitching planner. There's also sign up for the new bi-monthly series called Snail Mail, which is a bi-monthly snail. It will start in February, and you have the option of just the pattern or the pattern and floss. So go check that out. They will be starting their search for their 2025 reps soon. So if you're interested in being a rep for Black Needle Society, I have enjoyed it, but I'm going to retire. I have done it for 3 years now. I feel like it's someone else's turn. It's been a lot of fun. I've loved it, but I'm going to pass the torch. So I will have the September box, the November box, and then my time will be done. I will, of course, do the Nice List box at Christmas time, but that's one that I purchased myself. That's not part of my rep perks. So, so be checking out all of that with Black Needle Society. Athena's still got her Halloween shirts on sale through the end of this month, through the end of September. So if you want a new cross-stitch themed Halloween shirt, be sure to go check out her website. Stacy just opened registration for Stitching in the Smokies retreat for November of 2025, and she sold out of spots. Go figure. I am going. I will be there, but wow. I mean, I know everybody loved it that went last year, and we've all been talking it up. And of course, it's a little more central, easier for everybody to drive to. So, yeah, so if you're interested, go put your name on the website. It's on Thread the Needle Stitchery. There's a tab for Stitching in the Smokies. I know that Bobby, Pumpkin Creek Primitives, has been packing up her Halloween horror box. they are all ready to go or they are out the door. I am not 100% sure, but I know she was sending us pictures. She and her husband, for their 10th anniversary or their 11th, their anniversary, skip numbers, for their anniversary, they were packing those boxes. So you can check her page and see there might be 1 or 2 left still. And I think that's about it. So I have talked to you long enough. I will see you hopefully next Monday. I don't seem to be making Mondays anymore, but that is my plan. I will try to be here again next Monday. And until then, happy stitching.